Squad, this is the situation brief for Operation Bobcat Lightning. We are first squad, first platoon Charlie Company. Our task is to attack, destroy, Objective Phantom in order to deny enemy influence on Battalion DO. Alpha Team will be our main effort, and they will be the assault element of this operation. They will destroy the objective. Bravo Team is going to be our security element. They're going to isolate the objective. We are modified with Gun 1 from Weapon Squad, who will be our support by fire element for this objective. They will suppress the enemies on Objective Phantom in order to enable maneuver of our assault elements. To familiarize you guys with the AO, this upwards is north. We are boxed in by 37 northing in the north, the 31st northing in the south, the 10th easting in the west, and the 17th easting in the east. Furthermore, our AO is bound by Route Camaro, both the north and the south as it comes down. We're also in the east, we are bounded by the High Mountain Range, and in the west, we're bounded by the Bayou River. Familiarize with some of the main areas of AO Ronin. Here we have Objective Phantom as our objective, Objective Ghost, third squad's, and Objective Reaper, which is second squad's objective. Here is where our patrol base is located. We have Phase Line Alaska, Phase Line Arctic. To our west, we have our border with 2327 Infantry, and to our east, we have our border with Alpha Company. In terms of fires, the enemy has close air support from a platoon of Z-10 attack helicopters with a response time of about 30 minutes. In their fires, they have a PP-87 mortar with a response time of about 5 minutes. They have some howitzers with a response time of about 10 minutes, and they can fire anywhere, and they are running. In terms of reserves, they have one motorized platoon in reserves with a response time of about 40 minutes. And they have scattered ADA assets throughout the AO. Here's our GTAO for the Operation Bobcat Lightning. Some key obstacles, key natural obstacles, obviously the High Mountain Range, the Bayou River, as well as very steep terrain throughout the AO. Key avenues of approach here. Avenue of approach 1 is going to be our most likely avenue of approach. We're going to utilize these roads. We come down through here, and this is the least steep avenue of approach into our objective. The enemy is most likely to use avenue of approach 3 as it uses these roads. It comes from this bridge, which we'll talk about later. It comes right into the objective. In terms of key terrain, we have K2 here. This is the intersection right outside the village of the objective that we will be assaulting. We can control this intersection, or currently forces controls intersection. We'll be less likely to get stuck up on by enemy reinforcements, and their sustainment capabilities will be hindered. We also have K1 here, which is a bridge. It's the only bridge in the AO. It provides sort of a link between some enemy forces here and the enemy platoon that's in this area. So it's important for sustainment and reinforcements. In terms of concealment and cover, we have lots of micro terrain and lots of steep terrain, which will provide us cover and also limit the fields of fire of our enemies. It is late August, so vegetation is still very thick, and so concealment from both UAS and also enemies is going to be highly limited as we move to the objective. So this is going to favor our dismounted patrol. In terms of weather, the loom is at 23.6, so it's severely going to hinder the enemy. It's a great advantage for us as we have knives throughout our elements, and they do not. So attacking at night is going to be will give us a very marked advantage over the enemy. Precipitation is at 70%. It's going to favor us because most of their units are going to be using vehicles going along ground, and they're going to get stuck in mud. It will slow our movement down. However, it's most likely going to affect them more. Cloud cover is extreme at 99%, very cloudy. Some of the close air support assets we talked about, as well as UAS, is not going to be able to operate in this kind of weather. So we should not have to worry too much about them, or they will not be able to react as fast as we originally thought. Here's our company's enemy analysis. We have 2 mechanized infantry platoons here. This is the main one that we will be engaging with in AO Ronin. We have 2 air defense artillery platoons, both with tasks to disrupt USF operations. And then we're going to have an enemy motorized infantry company down in the southeast. We also have a reconnaissance squad here occupying the screen. The platoon analysis of the enemy. We have 3 organic squads to this platoon. This northernmost one is tasked to disrupt our operations along Route Camaro. The central one is attached with the platoon HQ. It's tasked to occupy this village right here. And then this squad is tasked to control this village down here. We also have the reconnaissance squad here, which is occupying OPs, occupying the screen here to facilitate early warning of USF advances in the AO. We also have one mortar team here who is tasked to disrupt USF operations in the AO. Here is our analysis of the enemy. This squad here is the squad that is tasked to control this village in the south. And here's kind of the macro view of our enemy analysis. The mortar team that is our objective. So here is that enemy squad. They are equipped with the CSK 141, similar to our Striker. They have a QLG-10, similar to our M320. On this avenue of approach, they're guarding 2 avenues of approach into the village. We have to assess that their forces will be equally split between both roads in order to control the village, people exiting and leaving, as well as see enemy forces coming down the road. So up here, we're going to have the QBU-88, similar to our M110 sniper rifle. The QJY-88, similar to our M249. And then the DZG-08, similar to our AT-4. The most common weapon system that the enemy says to have is the QBG-95, which is similar to our M4A1. And their most dangerous weapon systems are going to be this PP-87 mortar, similar to our 81mm mortar. And then the QJZ-89, which is similar to our M2. This QJZ-89 is attached to all CSK 141s that are organic to each of the infantry squads in the AO. So most likely course of action for our enemy. Most likely, I believe, we assess that this mortar team is going to be by itself, just firing. And when we engage them, this squad is going to move along this route here. It's going to take about 10 minutes, and they're going to move to reinforce them. They're going to move with this CSK 141. They're going to plan to engage us in this engagement area right here. The most dangerous course of action would be that we are spotted by the reconnaissance squad occupying the screen, and they'll most likely call fires on us, which will heavily address before we even maneuver on our objective. Or this squad is already fortified, dug in here, and we come up on them, and we think we're going after a team, but the squad's already there. Those would be the most dangerous course of actions for us. Some of our high-value targets in this AO is going to be the platoon HQ. If we were able to take out the platoon HQ, C2 capabilities of the enemy would be severely degraded. If we can take out one of the CSK 141s, that's according to organic to all the squads. This will severely hinder their movement capabilities, which will hurt their sustainment as well as their reinforcement capabilities. For high payoff targets, number 1 is going to be this mortar team. This mortar team, this is destroyed. It's going to highly increase the chances of success of any follow-on operations in the AO. And also, if we can take out some of the recon squad, maybe a team, or maybe the observation post, this will definitely increase chances of success in any follow-on operations. In terms of enemy capabilities by warfighting function, some of the more important ones, move and maneuver. Each squad organically has CSK 141, which is going to make them quicker to move and reinforce each other, as well as improve their sustainment capabilities. In terms of protection, initially this mortar team, as assessed, is not going to be well dug in. They're not going to be paying attention. So hopefully we can catch them by surprise. So they're not very well protected until this squad moves in. In terms of command and control, the enemy platoon is dispersed throughout a pretty large AO. The platoon HQ, while it is central, is not going to have the highest capability, not the best capability of organizing their squads very fast. So their CT capabilities are slightly degraded by this. Here's a concept sketch between level. For our company's objective, our mission statement is to disrupt enemy forces in AO running in order to deny influence on battalion BO. Adjacent units at company level are going to be Alpha Company, and further on Bravo Company, who are engaged, who are both the main elements in the assault on objective Bobcat. One level up at our platoon, our mission statement is to disrupt enemy forces, may overrun in order to deny enemy influence in the time main effort. Some of our key tasks are going to be disrupt enemy operations in depth, deny enemy uncontended use of avenues of approach, as well as routes such as Route Camaro. We're going to try to retain maximal combat power, and we're going to avoid decisive engagements. The end state, our friendly end state, is that the platoons are reconsolidated and postured for fall on ops. The enemy end state is that the MSRs and air are contested. We're also hoping to conceal the capabilities of Treasure Company as well as the composition and disposition of our platoon. Our adjacent platoons are going to be 2nd Platoon and 3rd Platoon, who were heavily treated in the initial air assault into the AO, and so they're scattered about the AO in team and squad size elements. And their main task is just to reconsolidate. At the squad level, we have 2nd Squad, who's going to be supporting effort. They will ambush and destroy Objective Reaper. 3rd Squad, their main task is to perform a demonstration in order to suppress the enemy on Objective Ghost. Squad, this concludes our brief.